I'm not here to complain. I just want to get it fixed.
Just the number. It makes it look like it's a little blind.
I'm just saying.
According to TMZ, Floyd Mayweather versus Mike Tyson, they agreed to fight each other in an exhibition. Ain't no one.
Himself. He's a little scared man. He's a very small, scared man.
What happens when the man who built his empire on being untouchable finally gets touched? Floyd Money Mayweather, the undefeated king of the ring, now finds himself in a hospital bed after a single punch from Mike Tyson, and the world is listening. Floyd has broken his silence, and his first words from that hospital room have already sent shockwaves through boxing. This isn't just another headline, this is history. Two legends, two egos, two careers that define generations, colliding in the most unexpected way. Tyson, 59, still carrying the aura of raw destruction. And Floyd, 48, the defensive master who swore no man alive could lay hands on him. Yet here we are, talking about Floyd waking up in a hospital bed after Tyson landed clean.
I would really kick Floyd's ass in the street fight. Wouldn't even be no match, but probably if I was his size in the ring, he would outpoint me, yeah. He has a really good technique for his style, yeah, he's really...
The scene was chaos. Miami International Airport turned into the stage for something no one ever imagined witnessing outside a sanctioned ring. Tyson and Floyd, who had been trading subtle jabs and digs at each other's legacies for years, finally reached their breaking point. Reports say words escalated, tensions boiled over, and then Tyson did what he's always done best. He let his fists do the talking. According to witnesses, it wasn't a flurry, not a wild brawl, but a single, perfectly timed punch. Hours later, inside that sterile hospital room, Floyd finally spoke. And though not quoted directly, his message came through crystal clear. This isn't the end. Lying in that bed, patched up yet sharp as ever, Floyd reminded the world why he's still one of the most calculated minds in combat sports. His first words weren't about pain or fear, they were about control. Floyd made it clear that Tyson may have landed, but the story is far from over.
Mike Tyson was pulling punches against Jake Paul, and that wasn't real. Well, he ain't gonna pull no punches against Floyd. Like, that dude has shown that he ate it. Remember his fake punch at Floyd?
Lennon joining us tonight.
Floyd ain't moved, though.
Lennon joining us tonight.
Balls of iron. But if Iron Mike Tyson threw it, he got balls of iron.
Lennon joining us tonight.
Oh yeah, and plus Mike Tyson said he's a scared little man.
To grasp the weight of this moment, you have to rewind. Tyson and Floyd were never friends. Respect? At best, minimal. Tyson has always been outspoken about dismissing Floyd's claims of being the all-time greatest. He acknowledged Mayweather's undefeated record as impressive, but never on par with the era-defining dominance Tyson embodied in the heavyweight division.
Floyd, though.
Huh?
How do you feel about
Awesome
Floyd?
fighter, great fighter. You know, he's a little too into himself. You know, he should be. I was the same way too, but you have to come to reality some way. You have to bring your head down to God. We're nothing to be fucking arrogant. You expect us to be ignorant and arrogant. Look where we came from.
That's why I asked the question earlier about you mentoring fighters, because I feel like Floyd looked at you growing up like every other fighter. And the persona and the lifestyle was like, growing up in the hood, we looked at it like, that's Mike Tyson. We see the cars, the jewelry, the flair. Like, you was a movie star. You was a hero.
Floyd, on the other hand, never openly disrespected Tyson, but he never showed him much admiration either. When the topic of greatness came up, Floyd often placed himself above everyone, Ali, Sugar Ray, and Tyson included.
Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
That struck a nerve with Mike. Over the years, he fired back in interviews, calling Floyd delusional for comparing himself to true legends. So when the two finally came face to face, the clash wasn't just about boxing, it was ego versus ego.
Come on, you don't bring up Muhammad Ali name. You don't bring up Mike Tyson name. You always bring up Floyd Mayweather name.
Now listen, we're talking about Floyd, and listen, we all gotta believe we're the greatest of all times, right? We all gotta believe that, but we all know Muhammad Ali is the greatest of all times.
If you could have fought any fighter in your life, any weight, any era, who would you have picked that you would have liked to fight the most?
Floyd Mayweather. So we're in there, we're fighting low.
To truly grasp the weight of Tyson's punch on Floyd, you have to think back to his fight with Jake Paul. In the build-up, Mike promised chaos, vowing to knock Jake out and remind the new generation what real heavyweight power looked like.
YouTube guy and watch him box.
Yeah.
Kid can fight. And that Tommy Fury fight really showed that. Goes to a split decision against a legit undefeated boxer.
The one thing he doesn't want to do is fight Mike.
No.
Yeah, he wants to fight Mike, I think.
Why? I don't give a fuck if he's 55. That's still Mike Tyson.
Mike's in good shape, too.
He trains with Rafael Cordero. When you see him holding the mitts for Tyson, and Tyson smashing the mitts, like, Jesus, that guy will hurt.
But when the bell rang, reality set in. At 60, Tyson wasn't the same Iron Mike. He landed some heavy shots, and the aura was still there, but Jake was too big, too strong, and too disciplined. Tyson looked human. Now compare that to Floyd. This isn't a YouTuber turned boxer still figuring things out. This is the most polished technician the sport has ever seen. His defensive IQ, ring awareness, and timing remain razor sharp. He may be pushing 50, but he still moves like a man a decade younger.
It's bam, 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 bam. Man, that boy bad. Floyd had the best defense in boxing history. Hitting you with shots that you don't see, that's where Floyd mastered. Hit and not get hit.
Nothing really landed.
A lot of people, they give him credit now, but they didn't give him credit when he acted.
Here's the thing about this rivalry. Tyson's greatest weapon has always been his raw, destructive power. He doesn't just punch, he detonates. Even at his age, even slowed down, the mechanics of his hooks and uppercuts can still rattle skulls. One clean shot is all it takes.
All of it's this. This is what I was twisting it for like golf. When you like this, everything's there.
That's how you get the power?
Yeah.
What is it that you're doing there? You're really shifting your weight, right?
It's balance.
Yeah. You know what I noticed about your punches? A lot of times people will teach you want to punch and retract, but with you, every punch is a knockout punch where you
I go with it. I go with it. Everything like, I go through with it. Boom.
Every punch you throw like that.
Floyd's greatest weapon has always been his defense. He built his empire on the belief that nobody could land clean, using the shoulder roll, head movement, and razor-sharp reflexes. He turned boxing into chess while everyone else played checkers. But defense only works if you see the punch coming. And in Miami, at that airport, Floyd didn't see it. Which raises the question, if Tyson can land on him outside the ring, what happens when they step inside it?
Fighter than Mike Tyson, and I don't even understand how this is a debate. Mike Tyson had this aura about him, this fear. He put fear in people's hearts. Floyd didn't make people fear him, but they dreaded to fight him. None other than Mike Tyson, the icon. Of course, we're gonna get 1 million people in the comment section thinking they know about the sport, but Floyd's been in the tougher fights, and he's just accomplished.
The internet went wild. Clips of Floyd being taken to the hospital spread like wildfire, and memes flooded in within minutes. For years, fans clowned Jake Paul for fighting an older Tyson, calling it exploitation. Now those same criticisms are being thrown at Floyd. Why fight a 59-year-old Tyson? People asked. Why risk your legacy against someone that age?
Mike Tyson. Someone explain how that makes sense. Bro, Mike Tyson just got dog walked by Jake Paul. Floyd Mayweather is going to absolutely eat this guy. What the fuck? That's not fair. Actually, no, good on Mike, though, getting a bag for his family. You got to look at it like that. No, good on Mike getting a bag for his family, though, for real. Because I actually heard that he got absolutely...
But here's the thing about Floyd. He doesn't care. He never has. For him, boxing has always been about two things: protecting the zero on his record and securing the bag. Exhibition or not, if the numbers add up, Floyd will sign the contract. That's why they call him Money Mayweather.
Why is the money so important? Why do you always come back to the dollars? People want to know.
Why not? I mean, everything you got on costs money. You can't take your wife on a date for free.
Is that how you measure your success?
No. Me, I'm loyal and honest, and I'm a good person, and I call a spade a spade. Money don't make me, I make money. And without money, I'd be the same person. I fought so many fights for free.
You can hate Floyd's style, you can debate his legacy, but you can't deny his genius outside the ring. This is the man who turned boxing into a billion-dollar hustle. He's fought influencers, kickboxers, MMA fighters, anyone willing to cut the check. And every time, he's walked away richer.
It's crazy that everybody keep asking me, why you not coming back to fight? Why you not coming back to fight? So I look at the fight game, I said, okay. I said, you know, fighters fighting, they make 3 million, 4 million, 6 million, 7 million. Some may make 10 or 20 million, but I'm doing exhibitions and I'm making 20, 25 million, 100 million for exhibitions. So why would I come back and fight and get a guaranteed 35 million when I'm doing exhibitions and getting 100?
This fight with Tyson is bigger than punches. It's spectacle. It's two eras colliding. It's the kind of crossover event that gets everyone talking, casual fans, hardcore boxing heads, even people who don't normally watch fights.
Tyson, if there were some pre-arrangement for this fight, Tyson's animosity, well documented towards Floyd. Any chance that he's going in there and saying, hey, screw all, I don't care what agreement was made, if there was one at all, I want to kill this dude?
Nah. He gonna get a check. Floyd's gonna get a check. And they're gonna get a check that's real huge because of their names. So nobody's finna fuck their money.
But here's the million-dollar question. What does this mean for their legacies? For Tyson, landing that punch on Floyd is already a victory in its own right. He's always chased respect, always wanted to remind the world that his aura is still very real.
Future, are you going to lose some of this anger?
Long as I need respect. If you show me respect and stop writing trashy articles about me, then I'll show you respect. I'm a man. I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid to waste my life, because when I die, I'm going to paradise. And I'm not worried, so I'm in a hurry to die. But no one's going to disrespect me, and no one's going to write nonsense about me without me retaliating back. I'm a man, and I can only take so much, and I'm not going to sit back and take so much punishment. I'm a human being, and I need love just like everyone else. You can't talk about me and disrespect me. I have children.
For Floyd, being seen in a hospital bed after one punch dents the image of perfection he's spent a career building. And yet, the beauty of boxing lies in the what-ifs. What if Floyd comes back stronger? What if he outclasses Tyson in the actual fight? His claim to the #1 spot would remain unquestioned.
Oh, undeniably. I don't even think it's close. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
As far as like an actual fighter for fight, like fight for fight, pound for pound, the Floyd, how can he not be the greatest? Like, as far as like, he's never lost. He's the greatest defensive fighter without a
Not
doubt.
even close.
I don't even think it's a debate.
It's not a debate.
Floyd's been hit hard maybe 4 times in his career.
It's not a debate.
He's touched the floor 1 time, bro.
It's not a debate.
How do you fight 50 times and touch the floor?
Not everyone agrees Tyson was the right choice. Many fans believe that if Floyd were truly going to step back into a meaningful fight, it should have been against Manny Pacquiao.
Rumors all the time about potentially Manny Pacquiao and the Mayweather 2. Was there any truth to that, or is that still kind of up in the air of maybe potentially happening?
It's up to him. If he come out to retirement, we'll have a Mayweather Pacquiao too.
Would you do an exhibition with him, or would you potentially entertain an exhibition with someone like maybe a Conor McGregor?
No, I don't like exhibition. If Mayweather is my opponent, I don't like exhibition. Like, I want a fight. Like, there's
The history between them is undeniable. Their first fight set records, yet many felt it didn't live up to the hype.
Floyd Mayweather. He's running the whole 12 rounds and he won the fight. You know, I feel sorry to the fans because the fight is boring. If I'm a fan, of course I want to see a good fight, like changing fight, not a passion show.
Now, with Manny back in the mix after a draw with Mario Barrios, he's been calling out Floyd nonstop. Pacquiao is hungry. He wants revenge, and fans would pay a fortune to see that rematch.
Feel like that this version of you beats the version of Floyd Mayweather that exists today?
You know, it's hard to talk about the fighter who retired already. If he comes out and go sign the contract and we'll fight. I mean, let's fight again. if he wants. I have no problem with that. I'm active now. I don't pick my opponent. I don't, I fight them all.
He did, and that's fine. I went out of my way to troll him a little bit now. You want to fight? Come on. I mean, I ain't tripping. You ain't got to troll me. Come see me. That's who I am. I don't do talk well,
Have you heard anything from him or anybody in the camp?
No, I ain't heard nothing yet, but they know where I'm at, and they know how to find me.
You think there's a possibility, Roy? Like, we might get this exhibition?
Ain't gonna be no exhibition. I want it real. Ain't no sense of being an exhibition. What we gonna play for? We both fight for real. What we playing for? Wasn't no exhibition. We didn't make it real. Exhibition for people playing. We ain't playing. I ain't anyway.
I mean, I'm being kind of lighthearted about this. You seem a little intense. I've interviewed you a lot of times. I don't think I've seen this look in your eye before.
Well, I mean, I don't bother nobody. I'm authorized. I can have my own opinion. If you got a problem with my opinion, then anything I say, I'll be willing to fight about. That's why I don't fuss much, because if I say it, I mean it. And if you want to do something about it, come on.
All right, real quickly.
Outside the ring, I don't care. Wherever you want to do it, that's where I'm built for this.
And let's not forget, Floyd had other options. Roy Jones Jr. had been calling him out for months.
That you want to elaborate on, or is there something that maybe you don't like about Floyd?
One thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. That 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster, who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And if you disrespect him, you disrespect anybody. So you have no respect. But when you see me, you're gonna have some respect. Because if you wanna get it, we can get it. I'm willing to go earn my respect.
But I didn't hear you say anything disrespectful about Floyd.
I never do. I'm not the disrespectful type of guy. That's not who I am. I'm the type of guy. The reason I'm not disrespectful is because when I say something, I'm ready to die for it. So if I say this, I'm willing to die for this. You understand me?
You stand on it.
I stand on it. You understand me? I'm not, like I said, I don't think LeBron is not a great player. I'm not one of the greatest players of all time. But if you ask me, in your opinion, my opinion, which I'm entitled to, you think LeBron or Mike, I'm gonna say Mike because I saw what Mike went through to get where he got. So I got my own reason why I'm gonna probably like Mike. I'm not saying just you're trash. No, you're not. I'm not saying you're not a great player.
Right.
I'm not saying you're not one of the top 5. Because you could beat it, you feel me? And in most people's opinion, you probably are. Some people's opinion, you probably top 1. That's not, I can't say, oh, I'm right and everybody's wrong. No, that's just my opinion.
Right.
I'm entitled to my opinion. But I will fight about my opinion. So if you got a problem with my opinion, whoever, call my house. It ain't changed.
On paper, it sounded huge. 2 legends, 2 different styles, meeting in an exhibition. Jones made it clear everywhere he went. He wanted Floyd.
Mike Tyson was right, and I was wrong. I told him, Mike, you're basically 60 years old. And he's like, you honestly think this fucking kid's gonna do anything to me? He's not good. He's not gonna fucking knock me out. He's not gonna do this. And you saw him, he tripped when he was walking down the thing. He had a hard time walking up the stairs. He had a knee brace on, and Jake Paul couldn't do anything to him. He made a ton of money, and I know people are mad. You stayed home on a Saturday night, but you didn't pay for it. You know what I mean? And, Mike, this is what Mike Tyson, when Mike Tyson shows up, everybody makes money, Jake Paul is, I don't have to tell you guys, you guys know. Mike Tyson is the A+++ side of that thing. And he was right. Jake Paul couldn't do shit to him. So he was right and I was wrong.
We're different people. So Floyd likes he likes glam. He's very glamorous. And this is what he liked, and I was very savage. I wasn't that savage, dark, malevolent. I was just never the fly, slick, black fighter. I was just very serious, and I was just very hard and mean. I didn't like the slickness. It was all about hurting and pain.
But who knows? If Floyd beats Tyson, Jones might still be waiting in the wings. That's another payday too big for Floyd to ignore. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss our upcoming videos. Share your thoughts in the comments, stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next one.